Hello, I'm calling the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting this Thursday, the 18th, 2025, at 6 p.m. Meredith, could you call the roll?
Karen Berger.
Present.
Nicole Henniger.
Here.
Raphael Katz.
Here.
Allison Morales.
Here.
Linda Thomas. Joe Circuzzi.
Here. Thank you. I need a motion to approve the minutes for November 20th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Second, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. All right, good evening. Welcome to the Zoning Board Meeting of Appeals. In a moment, you will be sworn in by Meredith, and everything you say will be recorded in this meeting. When your item is called, please speak clearly into the microphone, state your name and address for the record. After Scott Rael from Development Services will read the staff report. To my right is Scott Rael with Development Services. To my left is James Saunders. To my right, the two to my right, which one is actually coming in right now, and the three to my left and myself are Pompano Beach citizens, and we're all volunteer our time. At this time, we're going to speak at the stand to be sworn in by Meredith. Whoever's going to speak. My apologies.
Mr. Chair, I think the gentleman misunderstood.
Yeah. Whoever's gonna speak, if they can be sworn in. It's okay. Are you the only one that's going to speak? The only one? Yes, please stand.
Do you swear or affirm the evidence you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You may be seated.
All right, so the first item, Scott?
Yes, the first item, just today we had a request from the applicant to postpone the item to the January 15th meeting. This will be their second postponement, which is permitted per the Zoning Board of Appeals rules of procedure, subject to the board making a motion to formally postpone it to that date. So it would be January 15th, 2026. It does not need to be renoticed or re-advertised.
Need a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Can you call the roll, Meredith?
Okay, this is a motion to defer item number 1 to the next meeting, correct, Scott? January
15th.
15th.
Yeah.
Karen Berger.
Yes.
Raphael Katz.
Yes.
Nicole Henniger.
Yes.
Allison Morales.
Yes.
Linda Thomas.
Yes.
Joe Circuzzi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the next one is 17000013. If you can come up and speak your name and address, please, and then Scott will say the report. Thank you.
So my name is Ahmed Al-Kafaji. My address is 6 Royal Palmway, Unit 208, Boca Raton, 33432. I am the agent who represents the property.
James McIntyre, 3701 Northeast 18th Terrace, Pompano Beach, Florida, 33064. I'm the owner, the commander of the Pompano Beach Power Squadron.
Mr. McAdee, can you please spell your last name?
MC, capital E-N-T-E-E.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, shall I read the report into the record?
Please.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. This is P&Z case 25-17000013. The applicant landowner is requesting special exception approval as required by section 155-4211D1 of the Pompano Beach Zoning Code in order to utilize the subject property, which is zoned RM12, that's multiple family residence 12, for a place of worship. The property is located on the west side of Northeast 18th Terrace in the North Pompano Beach Section A subdivision, which is approximately 140 feet north of East Sample Road. The subject property was originally developed in the late 1960s under Broward County zoning jurisdiction and annexed into the city of Pompano Beach in 2004 through Resolution 2004-323. While original permits could not be found, the most recent certificate of occupancy was issued March 24th, 1988, and that was through Broward County Building Permit 87-6862. And it was for a kitchen addition associated with a nonprofit club. The approved site plan established a maximum assembly capacity of 124 occupants. Since 2008, the building has maintained a business tax receipt as a nonprofit fraternal boating club offering boating education and safety courses. The proposed place of worship constitutes a change of use from building code classification B2 to A3, which is assembly uses for worship or recreation. This change may require updates to life safety and occupancy requirements. My staff report initially said there's no landscape plan of record, but I've since learned that there has been one that has been found, so disregard that in my staff report. A change of use will require minor landscape improvements and minor site improvements. The applicant's floor plan identifies 2,352 square feet of sanctuary area. Applying the Florida Building Code's assembly load factor of 15 square feet per person, the estimated maximum occupancy is 156 persons, subject to building department verification. The zoning code requires 1 parking space per 5 occupants for places of worship. The applicant reports a congregation size of approximately 80 members. The existing survey reflects approximately 24 parking spaces, and the adjacent vacant parcel to the north, which is also included in the special exception request, provides space for future parking expansion if required. City records confirm that this vacant parcel previously contained a place of worship, which was demolished in 2009 via building permit 095816. The property is the subject of an active code compliance case, that's 25-09002411, addressing invasive landscaping, fencing deficiencies, garbage accumulation, and parking lot surfacing and striping. These violations must be corrected prior to initiating church operations, and it is my understanding that they are already in the process of working to remedy those, and we have our code compliance officer here to speak on that matter, if you have any questions. Given the property's long-standing institutional function, the transition from a nonprofit instructional club to a religious assembly use represents a very modest change in land use character. The applicant states that services will primarily occur on weekends, which may reduce potential impacts to adjacent residential areas. The applicant has submitted responses to all 13 special exception review standards. Those review standards are outlined in the staff report. And should the board determine that the applicant has provided competent, substantial evidence sufficient to satisfy the 13 special exception review standards, staff requests the board include the following conditions as part of the order. 1, the applicant shall obtain all necessary governmental permits and approvals, including but not limited to a zoning use certificate, a change of use prior to commencement of operations. 2, the applicant shall record a unity of title or similar instrument acceptable to the city attorney, unifying the 2 parcels so the property functions as a single lot for zoning and development purposes. The third and final recommended staff condition is the applicant shall resolve all violations identified in Code Case 25-09002411, including submission of a retroactive landscape plan and associated upgrades to non-conforming site features to the maximum extent practicable and as required by the zoning code. And that concludes staff's report, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you.
Actually, the property,
Please speak into the microphone, sir.
sorry, yeah. The property has been used as a church for the last, actually over 20 years. And actually, the current owner bought it from a church. And our intention is to use the property as a church. So there's no change, actually. We're not going to have any change to the exterior, any exterior modification, any site layout amendments. So everything is going to stay the same. Apart from, basically, we're changing the ownership, so somebody else is going to take over. And there is no impact. I mean, the property is used as a church for the last 20 years. It never had any negative impact on the neighbors. It's not going to affect the city services, such as roads, traffic, and police. And so everything is going to stay exactly the same as it is right now, apart from whatever we have to update to make it appealing to the city. So is there any question?
You good? Yeah. It's open to the public. If there's anyone that'd like to speak for the petition, please come to the podium to speak. Okay, is there anyone against it? They can come up to speak. All right. It's closed to the public. Board discussion. I just have so it was a church,
Yes.
and it's going to be a church again, correct?
Yes, it's just
So-
exactly the same thing. You know,
So what is the special exception for?
Well,
Well, I'm just confused at that.
yeah, so I actually didn't, and it's a little bit difficult with places of worship because obviously they don't require a business tax receipt. So I only looked at the last certificate of occupancy, and the use that was indicated was for a fraternal, club where they teach marine and boat safety types of things. It could very well have been a church. I didn't have any record of that, but I know there was. It looks like there was a demo for a church on the parcel that is attached to it, just to the north of it, and that was lawfully a church. But in any event, it's up to the building department if a change of use is required, but it seems fairly benign, and there will be very minor site improvements that go along with it, with this formal change of use. So we do need a special exception because we don't have one on record previously for it.
Okay, thank you.
We have a special deed here shows where
Please speak into the mic.
we do have a special deed here that shows that the current owner bought it from a church, which is we do have.
Right, but the city, I couldn't find any paperwork that showed that it was approved as a church, and it's again, it's not a big deal at this point. That's all in hindsight, but we have to formally go through the special exception process to.
Yes, not a problem. Is there any other discussion? All right, if I can get a motion?
I have a motion, in P and Z case 2517000013. I move we find there is competent substantial evidence in the record that all the requirements for granting this special exception have been met, and that we grant the special exception subject to the three conditions requested by staff.
Second.
If there's no other further discussions, Meredith, can you call the roll?
Raphael Katz,
Yes.
Karen Berger,
Yes.
Nicole Henniger,
Yes.
Allison Morales,
Yes.
Linda Thomas,
Yes.
Joe Circuzzi.
Yes. Passed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do we have any other items that we'd like to discuss? Scott?
Just a reminder that in January, we typically, according to the ZBA rules of procedure, that is the time where we have, at the end of the January meeting, an election to nominate the chair and vice chair for another year. So just keep that in mind if anyone's interested in that position. That's
Taking names.
we don't have to do it today.
Thank you. All right, is there any other business to discuss? Nope, all good? Okay.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All, Meredith, all in favor, or do we call the roll?
Aye.
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 All in favor? Aye. Perfect. Thank you.
I beat my second.